Well, thank you
type.
very much, Jonathan. I appreciate your willingness to spend time and your energy in thinking about these things. I'm glad we got back in touch.
Yeah. Go, Going forward, accessibility is one of the things that we have to deal with. I think it can be an enriching experience, just as travel is an enriching experience, and meeting people who have views that are different from yours can be an enriching experience. So accessibility it is of the same nature. And it makes an enormous difference to these people. One of the greatest things, poverty is damaging to health. And having regular employment, having a job that you enjoy that pays reasonably well, keeps you out of poverty and is very important for health in so many ways. And there's a tremendous loss to society if nothing is done. If so, one of the people I've met uh, through the I think through the blind programming told me that their career options have been limited because conference papers, the work that they do is limited because conference papers they can't read because they're not accessible. And I know in the Open University that some courses require a small amount of mathematics, but you do need that mathematics. And if something vital for the course is not accessible, the whole course is not accessible. If it's vital to the course that they have this piece of mathematics, it not being accessible causes a great deal of harm. That's why I'm interested in the small things, getting all the small things sorted out and available to people that don't know tech and don't learn tech and don't need to know tech and don't care about tech. They care about accessibility in their students, and that's what they should care about. So looking forward, we've got a tech conference. I hope I can encourage people who know more than I do about this to be able to speak at that tech conference. And we've got the regular tech hour every second Thursday. We have accessibility as the subject. First Thursday, it's beginners. We have to start somewhere. We start with beginners. Now that we've got beginners, we can then talk about accessibility. So I'm trying to be user focused in the monthly schedule. And then we move on to the things that the developers are interested in, like conversions and durability. So I would say, in terms of problems, look at the problems that users have. Look at your own experience as a user and think about what your problems are. When you talk about privilege, well, most people are not LaTeX programmers. And the problems you have with LaTeX programmer are your own problems, but and certainly share them with other LaTeX programmers and so forth. But if you're programming for a purpose, let the purpose be for an author or for a user. And if you're doing it for yourself, then fine, do it for yourself. But remember, you're doing it for yourself. I'm allowed to have my hobbies, but I don't say I'm doing them for the good of humanity. I'm only doing them for the good of myself. And I have a special responsibility to take care of myself. So it's not selfish. I have special responsibilities, but I also have social responsibilities. I'd like to finish with one statement about ethics, which is I was surprised when I learned who it was from. It's the line between good and evil. It doesn't divide one person from another. It goes through the heart of each person. In each person's heart, there is good and there is evil, and there's a line separating it. And the important thing to do is to know that and recognize that line within yourself. and not use good and evil as a way to separate yourself from other people. I haven't said it in the same way, but that came from Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Many people have said in many ways that human beings have many potentialities, and anybody that thinks I am this and you are that has not fully appreciated the social nature of the human condition. Which brings us back to the Tech Users Group, which is a social organization as well as a technical organization. I think we have to say goodbye. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you for listening.